Hey guys, today we'll be doing a Beyblade Tournament Analysis of the Showdown and VA tournament hosted by Stay Cool in Virginia last week. So before we get started, I want to mention that this was a huge tournament, and I say huge mainly because of the caliber of the players there. So we had two of the top 20 players in the world. We had the #1 player in Florida. We had a lot of the top players in the DC, Maryland, and Virginia area. We had some of the top Beybladers in the North and South Carolina area as well. So this was a very competitive tournament. Now, the top 4 for this tournament were the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 5th seeds. And the first matchup is between the 1st and the 5th seeds. So Tai Tai was the #1 seed and Friedpasta was the 5th seed. Now, the combos being used here were Friedpasta was using Hollow Lucifer 2 with 4A roll and Destroy Dash, World Spriggan 1D Hybrid, and Master Longinus Around Tread. And Tai Tai was using Tempest Lucifer 2 with 4A roll Xtend plus, Rage Helios 2 with the Miniature Core 3A Zone Dash plus Z, and World Diabolos 2B Tread. So something I do want to mention is that I noticed a lot of the DMV area players, for their Tempest, they like to use Lucifer 2 and 4A, whereas the North Carolina players and the Florida players like to use 1 as well. And also a lot of the DMV players like to use Zone Dash plus Z on their Rage 3A combo. So that was something very unique about the players here. So this first matchup is between Hollow and Tempest, and I honestly thought Tempest was going to win. However, if you look at it, it's really unbalanced, and I'm not sure if that's because of the way the 4A and the Lucifer 2 are on there, but it's having a really hard time staying centered. So Friedpasta gets the win here, and Tai Tai asks for the switch. Now, Friedpasta decides to switch into his World combo, and Tai Tai will switch to his Rage combo. So if we look at the combos here, the World combo wasn't really a good switch, as that Tempest combo does have a really good chance of beating World, and also, yeah, that Tempest combo has a really good chance of beating this World combo. So I probably wouldn't have switched into World. However, Tai Tai did decide to use his Rage on Zone Dash plus Z, which is Insane Spin. So that was an interesting pick on his part. Now, something else I want to mention is I'm not sure if Friedpasta actually uses this World combo, or if he just made it because he saw CS use it earlier in the top 8. As a lot of times when you see this World on Hybrid, the Hybrid isn't actually turned on. So yeah, a lot of the top players who constantly use this combo never actually turn it on. However, he does end up winning here, and Tai Tai will ask for the switch, and Friedpasta will choose to stay, and Tai Tai will switch to his Tempest, which I think is a good choice to go against this World combo. Yeah, you'll see a lot of the DMV area players, they use the exact same combos. So yeah, again, this is World versus Tempest. You can see he did a lot better job of launching that Tempest a lot harder this time. Now, Hybrid is a really good driver. And I do think this combo is made to attempt to beat bad Rage combos. So yeah, you'll see here that the Tempest just, yeah, outspins it. Not by much, but it does outspin it. So Friedpasta will choose the switch, And Tai Tai will choose to keep his Tempest, which I think is not a good idea as there is a master on draft. So I honestly think he maybe should have switched back either to his Rage combo or maybe even his World combo. So he's going to ask for a switch here, and Friedpasta chooses to keep his master, and Tai Tai chooses to go to his Rage combo, which again I think was a good idea. So Friedpasta is going to ask for the switch now, and Tai Tai will choose to stay with his Rage combo, which again is a safe pit, and Friedpasta is going to choose to go to his Hollow combo. And I honestly think that maybe he should have went to his World combo, as he did beat the Rage combo earlier on with that World combo. But you can see there, he got a good KO, and Tai Tai asks for the switch, and Friedpasta chooses to stick with his Hollow. So then Tai Tai will choose to go with the opposite spin World combo, which is a good. And yeah, I'm not sure why he picked that right spin on Destroy Dash when there is an opposite spin World combo, or I shouldn't say opposite spin World, and opposite spin Drift combo. That just seems like an oversight on his part. And so no surprise here, World gets the win here, and Friedpasta asks for the switch, and Tai Tai chooses to switch to his Rage combo, which again is a safe pick in my opinion. And seeing that, Friedpasta will choose to switch back to his Hollow combo. Now, I think Tai Tai maybe could have decided to maybe stay with his Drift combo. Maybe not, as that World on Hybrid and same spin would give his Drift combo some trouble. Unless he launched it extremely hard and tilted it there. So yeah, Friedpasta will take the win here with a really quick KO. So this next matchup is between CS and Kirito. So Kirito is the 2nd seed and CS was the 3rd seed. So the combos being used here is CS is using Master Diabolos around Drift, World Fafnir 1D Hybrid, Tempest Solomon with the Metal Chip Core 1 as well and Xtend Plus, and Kirito is using Tempest Lucifer 2 with the 4A roll and Xtend Plus, World Diabolos 2D Drift, and Rage Helios 2 with the 3A and Zone Dash Plus Z. So he's actually using the exact same combos that Tai Tai was using. So this first matchup is Master versus Rage. So I know a lot of players will say that either same spin Drift beats Zone Dash plus Z always, or they'll say that same spin Zone Dash plus Z beats Drift always. From tournaments, honestly, from what I've seen, it's really 50-50. It definitely comes down to how the two players are launching the two combos. So CS wins here, and Kirito asks for the switch, and now CS will choose to keep his Master, and Kirito switches to his Tempest. Now, I honestly did not expect him to switch to Tempest as its opposite spin against a Drift combo. I expected him to maybe switch to his World combo or to try again with his Rage combo. However, I do believe his Xtend Plus was awoken, and what ended up happening is there were actually, I believe, 5 or 6 draws in this matchup, and so I did edit those out and only included the final winning matchup between these two combos. And what you'll see here is that the Drift combo outspins the Tempest combo by a lot. or if we're keeping it with drivers, drift up spins, the opposite spin, extend plus a lot. Now, in the matches leading up to this one, they were dead even. So yeah, this was an interesting one. So Master gets the win here, and Kirito asks for the switch, and CS will choose to just stay with his Master, which he hasn't lost with it, so there's really no point for him to switch it out. So this time, Kirito does choose to switch to his World Combo, and something I noticed is that he launches really light. Like, look at that, same spin, and he launched way too light. Now, maybe his drift is awoken, but even still, he should have launched a lot harder than that. So he will ask for the switch, and of course CS is going to choose to keep his Master, and Kirito will choose to go back to his Rage, which is a good choice. So you'll see here what he does is he tilts that Rage extremely hard, so that Master is going to hit up against the front of that Rage, and it's going to go into a tornado stall and self-KO. So that was a really good strategy. So CS will ask for the rematch as his Master has already went through the opponent's entire deck, so he does have a really good chance of beating this Rage, as again he has beaten it before. Now, to me it did look like Kirito might have light launched the Rage there, as he pulled that string out really slow. Now, the faster you pull the string out, the faster the Beyblade will go, the more RPM it will have. So Kirito asks for a rematch, which at this point that is a decent choice. However, the Master combo will win this one again. Yeah, if he would have tilted it a little bit more and tried to get the Master to hit up against it again, he could have gotten that Master to go back into the tornado stall. Now, this is the third place matchup, and these players are using the same combos they were using previously. Now, I'll go over them again. Tai is using Tempest, Lucifer 2 with 4A will extend plus Rage, Helios 2 with the Core 3A Zone Dash plus Z, and World Diabolos 2 Drift. And Kirito is using the exact same combo. So again, that's Tempest, Lucifer 2, 4A will extend plus World Diabolos with 2B Drift, and Rage Helios 2 with the Core 3A Zone Dash plus Z. Now, this first matchup is both of their Rages against each other, and it will come down to a tie, so they will have to replay. Yeah, and they both launched them pretty hard. So there were a couple of wall saves, and at this point, yeah, it's going to come out to stamina, as one is just maintaining the center and the other one is tornado stall. So this again comes down to stamina, and it ends in a tie, so there will be a replay with the exact same matchup. So yeah, you see this time, Tai got the KO, and what's going to happen is Kirito is going to ask for the switch, and Tai is going to choose to stay with his Rage, which is a safe choice, and Kirito is going to switch to his Tempest. Now, typically I do see opposite spin Zone Dash plus Z win against opposite spin Extend plus, but there are times when an Extend plus does beat an opposite spin Zone Dash plus Z, and so this is definitely one of those times here, as Tempest will outspin the Rage combo. So Tai will ask for the switch, and Kirito will switch to his Rage combo, which, yeah, is a safe choice. And Tai will actually switch to his Tempest combo, as again, this is a mirror matchup between the decks. So I do think he can copy exactly what Kirito just did, which is win the Tempest. So you see Kirito launched really aggressive there and got the KO. So Tai will ask for the switch, and Kirito will choose to keep his rage, and Tai will choose to keep his Tempest. And so this rage combo, if it wants to KO, it has to get a KO really early. Otherwise, it's really going to come down to stamina. And for this one, again, a Tempest combo outspins a Zone Dash plus Z combo. And it is just a slight outspin, but it is definitely visible. So Kirito will ask for the switch, and Tai will choose to keep his Tempest, which I think is the worst choice he could make, as there is an opposite spin drift combo. And you saw there that when he said that he was keeping his Tempest, Kirito immediately grabbed his world. He didn't even think about it. So yeah, this is going to be no surprise on who the winner is here. I do believe it is fairly close, but Drift does win this one with an outspin. So Tai will ask for the switch, and Kirito will choose to keep his world combo, and Tai will switch to his rage combo. And I do think World is a good choice. So I honestly think World or Rage is a good choice on the Switch for either of these players, as it is just a mirror matchup. So yeah, when it comes down to these Zone Dash plus Z and Drift and Same Spin, again, you can see that Kirito light launched his World Combo, which is what he did in the previous matchup. I'm not sure why he's light launching his World Combo. It could have something to do with maybe the Drift is awoken, but even still, in Same Spin matchups, you really want to launch hard. You want to launch your Beyblade hard. So yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he thought that Tai was going to launch harder than he did, and he was trying to get the Rage to KO itself when it hit up against the world. But I'm really not sure why he's light launching. However, Tai does get the point there, and Kirito will ask for the switch. Now, Tai will choose to keep his Rage combo, and Kirito will switch to his Tempest combo. And his Tempest did beat this Rage combo, so I'm sure he knows how to launch against a Rage on Zone Dash plus Z. As I do think a lot of these Virginia players play against each other a lot, and this does appear to be a combo that they're all familiar with. So yeah, it definitely seems that he knows how to launch against the Zone Dash plus Z combo. So this matchup will end up being another tie, and it will come down to a replay of these two. Now, it might have looked like Tempest got the point there, but it rolled, it did not spin. So yeah, right there, Tempest did get the KO there. So Tai will ask for the switch, and Kirito will switch into his Rage combo, and Tai will switch to his Tempest to try to counter that Zone Dash plus Z. So yeah, both of these players, Tempest, had beaten each other range combos. So yeah, they're doing a little bit of thinking here. While Kirito definitely has the advantage, he does want to win here though, as they kind of have been going back and forth to a point. Alright, so this is the finals matchup, and they are using pretty much the same combos. Now, Friedpasta did switch out one of his combos, so I'll just go over all of his combos again. He's using Hollow Lucifer 2 with 4A Will and Destroy Dash, and he's using the, I believe, Master Longinus around Drift. And he changed up his world combo. He's now using World Spriggan with 2B and Zone Dash plus Z. And CS is using Master Diabolos around Drift. He's using World Fafnir with the 1D Hybrid. And he's using Tempest Solomon with the Metal Chip Core 1S Will and Xtend plus. So they do take some time to look at each other's combos, and looking at this lineup, CS really doesn't want to use his Tempest here. Yeah, there's really no reason for him to use his Tempest on, say, a Switch. So the first matchup is both of these players will choose their world combo. Now, I did tell them to turn around and put them on the launchers, but I see a lot of players sometimes at the end of the tournament won't turn around. I'm not sure why. So I like to just go and look behind them, and they just tell me what Beyblade they're using. So yeah, this is World versus World, so it's Hybrid versus Zone Dash plus Z and same spin. And yeah, if you notice here, CS does not have his hybrid on. And I'm not sure if he's the one who came up with this combo, but he is I do believe, the first person that I saw on the winning combos list on the WBO website who was using this combo. So yeah, this is same spin, Zone Dash plus Z. So Friedpasta will ask for the switch, and CS will choose to keep his world combo, and Friedpasta will switch out to his hollow combo. So looking at this, yeah, I guess that's not a bad choice to keep world. I mean, he is technically at the advantage as he did with the first one. Now I'm not sure, maybe he thought that the world could beat the hollow combo. Yeah, so this is just stamina, and you can see that that world kind of fell over. Now, I did go to a replay to check to see if it was still spinning, but the world definitely had stopped, and Hollow hit it and it started spinning again. So CS asks for the switch there, and Friedpasta chooses to stay with his Hollow, which is a bad choice in my opinion. Again, if your opponent is using a opposite spin combo and they ask for the switch, you do not want to keep in, I said opposite spin, a opposite spin drift combo. You do not want to keep in the opposite combo. You always want to switch to the same combo, as you're just honestly giving away a free point. So he really should have went to either his world combo or his master combo. Yeah, so this is coming down to stamina, and that Destroy Dash isn't going to outspin the opposite spin drift combo. So CS will get the point here, and Friedpasta asks for the switch. CS switches to his world, and Friedpasta chooses to switch to his hollow combo. Now, I'm not sure why he switched to world. Yeah, I'm honestly not sure why he switched to world. I maybe would have kept the drift combo, as that hollow did beat that world pretty handily. And you can see that once he switched to world, Friedpasta immediately picked up the hollow combo. So he gets the KO there, and CS asks for the switch, and he is going to go into the world combo. So hollow goes for his world combo, and CS goes for his world combo. Yeah, and yeah, that was no contest there. So Friedpasta asks for the switch, and CS chooses to keep the world, and Friedpasta again switches to the hollow combo. So Friedpasta does have down the switches for that world. So yeah, I think this one, I don't recall if it's going to be close again, as it was a pretty close outspin on their first matchup. Which is interesting, because that is destroy dash. Yeah, it wasn't really that close. So CS asks for the switch, and Friedpasta switches into his world. So again, CS is going to switch into his world. So let's look at these combos. If Friedpasta chooses to keep his hollow combo, then CS will just switch into master. If he goes into his world combo, then CS will just go into his world combo. He should know that pattern by now. Now, if he goes into his master combo, he doesn't really know what CS is going to go into. Now, I'd imagine CS to go into his world combo against the master drift. However, I'm not really sure if he would. But I do imagine that is the combo he would have went to. Either way, I would have probably chosen my master combo. I wouldn't have kept going back and forth between hollow and world, because you're just trading points at this point. So Friedpasta asks for the switch, and CS chooses to go with his master combo, and Friedpasta chooses to stay with his world combo. So again, I think this is 50-50, and the problem here is, yeah, you really do want to tornado stall when you're going against a opposite spin drift combo, but this is the same speed. So he probably should have tried to get in there earlier with the angling of his launch and not launch in a way that would cause a tournament stall. So CS does end up winning the tournament, and now this is just a friendly matchup between myself, Frost, and CS. So I won't really analyze this. We did both use our standard combos, or rather our standard deck. So if you look at the decks I used to use Rage on, what was it, 3-8, and either Ultimate Reboot Dash or Exceed plus Z. Now I have switched over to using it on 2S and Drift. However, the Tempest, I've always used that same Tempest, and I've also have always used the World on Orbit Metal. as I think that is a highly underrated combo. Now, CS is using the same deck he used for this tournament to win. I'm not too sure if this is his standard deck. I don't even know if he has a standard deck or if he makes decks based on what other people are using. So yeah, this is just a friendly matchup, and I'm sure when we do eventually face each other in the top 8 or the finals, he will probably use a different deck. So I'll just let this play. I won't really comment on anything in this matchup. What I'll do is I will talk about the top players, as I did see some discussion on that, and I'll also address, I did see a comment about me losing when I go to other places to compete. So I want to say, when I go to other places to compete, I don't really know how the players in that area play. I don't know the combos they use, so I'm technically at a disadvantage, and technically they are at a disadvantage too, to a point. So yeah, with that said, for this tournament, there were a lot of high-level players, so I did not do what I usually do, which is I just stick with one combo. What I ended up doing is every round I switched combos, and I did a horrible job at anticipating the combos I would face. So yeah, that's not an excuse. I lost fair and square, but I just wanted to put that out there. Now, with regards to the top players, so we had 2 of the top 20 players, and as you can see, neither of them made the top 4. And I did hear some people mentioning some things about that, and maybe some underhanded things about that. But so what I want to say is that a lot of these top players for the burst format, from what I've seen, a lot of them actually play classic, or they play metal. They don't play the format that we're playing here. So just from some of the matches in the tournament and some of the choices they were making, specifically one of them did make the top 8, and he played CS, and CS did beat him pretty easily, honestly. CS, it was an easy matchup for CS. I think that player really didn't know how some of the drivers worked against other drivers, as I don't think he was too familiar with this format. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say, is that just because there are top players, that doesn't necessarily mean they play this version of the burst format. So yeah, I'll let this finish playing, and I'll go ahead and mention that the Beyblade Summer Games is this summer in Florida. I want to say June the 19th, and there was an event in South Carolina where the first place winner received a free pass to the tournament. So there's actually another event which will be in North Carolina on May the 15th, and the first place winner will also receive a free pass to the Beyblade Summer Games. Now, that free pass includes a chance at a free night at a hotel. You get free entry to the event. You get free entry for, I believe, 2 spectators, and you get a shirt with your name on it and some other things. Now, the Summer Games is going to be a very competitive event. I believe there's going to be 60 players there. It will be Swiss, I want to say 6 rounds, and yeah, there will be some really top level players. So I do believe there will be the top level players from Florida, as the event is in Florida, and I know that several of the top 10 players from North Carolina will be there as well, and I do believe that a few of the top 20 players in the entire world will be there as well. So yeah, if you're in the Carolinas area and you are interested in going to the Summer Games, do come out to the tournament on May 15th, and you can go to the WBO website for that information, and I'll leave a link in the description with the information on how to sign up for that. So yeah, if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and all that other stuff. Thanks.